Welcome back, fellow enemies of the Fire. We are here for our favorite segment to talk about the Chicago Fire.
What the fuck is up, Chicago?
And leading off the segment, Paul Pogba is not yet signed here with Chicago Fire, but there are certainly fans out there who would love it.
Hold on.
I would say I'm one of them. What about you? What do you got? How are you guys feeling?
Okay. I have to start with this. We won a fucking game, and you're starting with Paul Pogba.
I'm starting again.
Right.
I'm starting again.
No. Secondly, not a fan of Paul Pogba. He had his time and place, but let's not forget he played terribly for like 3 years.
It's true.
For Man United before being suspended. I don't think
this is with doping.
Yes, suspended for doping. So like I don't want to be the experimental spot. Let Besiktas be where he experiments. You know what I mean?
Speaking of the experimental spot that might be coming good, accidentally became important at work. It's Sergio Orahel. Dude, he's been playing.
Man, I gave that kid so much crap in the first game.
You really did. You gave him a lot of crap, and I was saying like he's been looking okay, and then I felt like I got a little vindication last game where like he came in as a sub and immediately made an impact. Boom! Turned the game on its head. In fact, that to the point where the Fire have not had a win like that, a come from behind win like that in the last 80th minute since God knows when, maybe ever.
We've never. Like,
and Oragel was like integral part of it. And honestly, he came in there and he changed the game. I'm like, wow, this kid is blowing my mind because he's going in there and amongst men and just dominating.
He had a monster game, and we are burying the lead. Everybody is excited. The Fire won 3-1 against FC Dallas, being down 1-0 in the 80th minute. This is
my God. But hold on.
84th,
what?
91st.
Remember when we had the predictions last week?
Yes.
I said it was going to be a tie. Both of you guys said the Fire's going to go down.
I thought the Fire were going to go down. I thought it was over.
We're like, oh my God, Lucho Acosta's on this team. Oh my God, I don't think the Fire can get through.
No, I've seen Lucho Acosta destroy us before.
James, scroll down. When did Orahel come into that game?
Let's find out. Let me go to
lineups.
I don't think it'll tell us the minutes.
Oh, it doesn't. Okay,
but let's go to the timeline. Let's go to the.
When he came in, he changed the entire game, which is wild for a kid to do.
You know who else came in and changed the entire game?
Barroso.
Oh yeah, Barroso.
No. You guys got it wrong again.
Oh no! Don't say Tom Barlow did not.
Yes, Tom Barlow came in and changed the game.
Tom Barlow changed the game.
Guys, Sergio says 80. He came in at the 87th minute. He came out at the 87th minute.
Oh, he started. He started.
Oh no! It was Barroso who came in. You're right.
That's what it was.
Barroso came in.
So Orahel was running stuff, and then so these kids, dude. I'm at a lost for words. As much as the first two games of the season really hurt the soul, this one felt good. Like the kids are all right. Like Barroso came in and proved, without a shadow of a doubt, he belongs here.
Well, let's talk about this. Gutman's goal. Like that's what kicked it off because when Gutman didn't just stuck his foot out, like he literally placed it. Like he acted like he was a striker. Like cool, calm, and collective.
Yeah, we needed that from Gutman because he had been getting his ass handed to him all game long on that that left back position. He was getting beat all day.
Yeah.
And it was to the point where I'm like, we might be having to look at a new left back. And then all of a sudden he comes in with a moment of brilliance coming across and just banging it home.
It was almost like he kind of just said, how do you like me now?
Yeah, Gutman, that you were completely correct on that. He placed that ball. That was a perfectly struck ball exactly where he wanted it to go and went in the back of the net. And then, so Orahel, Barroso, Gutman, the Glasgow played well. I mean, Chris Brady blocked the penalty.
Holy
Chris
man.
Brady is a brick wall.
Brady, the birthday boy.
Oh my God.
A penalty.
He's still a kid. You know what I'm saying? Like the youth movement here in Chicago scared the crap out of me coming into the season, but is starting to really look smart. Like this is looking good. Chris Brady, despite playing so many games for us, is still a kid. And to see him block shots like he was, like there was a point blank header that he stopped, like that penalty, yes, it was poorly taken, but you still got to block that. He still had to block it with his foot.
He was already diving the wrong way. Like that ball was going down the middle, but smart goalkeeper. Make sure his leg stays behind.
He's really come far. And it is oh man, look at that. This team needed this, dude.
What a great picture too.
Yeah, what a great picture.
You know what? And as soon as Barroso came in, because I honestly think that if Dean was still playing at that time when he had that shot, he probably would have skied it.
I mean, of course, that's not Dean's game. I mean, let's not be honest. We've talked. We're not here to bash Jonathan Dean. He just isn't of level. He is just isn't a starting like.
But even from the defensive side, you can tell Barroso was more on point, like defending. Like he was quicker, faster. Like he was making the smart moves. He was tracking guys like crazy. Like if there was one guy that wanted to earn the spot, that's he. This 20 minutes of fame, he pulled it through, and I'm actually kind of excited.
I've been excited. So this kind of brings up something I want to ask both of you about, because we've been waiting for Barroso, and so he didn't play the first two games, didn't start this game, and him and Kwame came in and how do you pass a medical with being injured? So like these, like, is the new practice field like crappy? Is it a training issue? Is it literally just an injury apocalypse? Because everybody and their brother is hurt. I mean, that's partially why the youth movement is so strong right now. Like if Zink wasn't hurt, was Glasgow getting on that field? No. You know what I mean? So it's like.
And what about that? Is that going to be a nice little upgrade once he does get back?
Well, but what was interesting? What was interesting about the
injuries?
Well, that's true too. But what was interesting about that Dallas game is that Bamba playing on the right side was pulling so many guys towards him, and it left everybody
so good.
But he was pulling guys. Not only that, but that's the thing though. He was pulling guys towards him. He actually, it kind of made the other guys shine a little bit, because now, everybody's focused on Bamba, but nobody's really paying attention to Orahel. On the right,
Kuipers is making good runs too.
Oh, Kuipers! Oh my God, yeah.
So, like it.
The man, we have Kuipers has 3 goals right now. He has 3 goals. Gutierrez has 2. We have
Bamba has 2 assists.
2 assists. Gutman has 1. Barroso has 1. So, how many total goals we scored last year?
Oh my God, good question. Not many. Like, it's funny you brought that up. That's what I was gonna bring up as well. Is like, dude, it's funny watching the Fire feel like watching the Bears. Like, they don't forward pass, so there's like offense is so plotting and slow. But now this season, like, it doesn't matter how many dudes they put on Bamba, we are instantly a threat on the counter.
Kuipers tied for second with Christian Benteke, Dreyer, Jordan Morris, Rafael Navarro, and Segovia, all behind Baribo.
Well, they all have 3 goals, right?
Baribo, who has 6.
He has what?
6 goals.
6 goals.
Wait, what?
I know. 6 goals, 3 games. That's insane.
Jesus.
Yes, I mean, God. We'll see how long that lasts.
Yeah,
it's the start of the season.
We'll see.
Did he score on us?
No, we didn't play Philly yet.
Okay,
no,
we played DC, the other Philly.
So, but no, we're lethal on the counter. Like we have teeth to our offense. So like, as much as the sky is falling, it does allow us a chance here to fix our defense and get some gelling happening. You know what I mean? Because we're still threatening. We can still score goals. Like, we're still dangerous. Like, how many times in the last 3 seasons, if the Fire were down 1-0 in the 80th, like, how many shots would we have had, let alone goals?
I mean, even last week where we felt it coming, it's like it was clear that there was something different about this Fire team on that field that day. Real quick to clarify, Paribo scored 2 goals in the first game, 3 goals, a hat trick in his second game, and this 1 goal in his third game. So that's how he did it.
Oh my God! Remember when I said Philly wasn't real?
Yeah. I guess they heard you.
Yeah.
But I mean, like,
Ty Baribo. Who the hell is Ty Baribo? An Israeli soccer player.
Huh? Where'd he come from?
He's been at
Wolfsburger AC.
Where is that?
Wow, he was here last year. What?
Huh?
Well, he's been here for 2 years. Yeah.
Interesting.
He scored 7 goals in 6 games in 2024 Leagues Cup. Wow, who is this guy? He's dominating.
I mean, he's a legend of the Austrian football Bundesliga. Duh.
9 goals. Wait a second. 9 goals in 16 appearances. That's almost a goal. That's a goal every other game.
That's crazy.
So that's decent. It's like, dude, this guy's output's insane. What is this guy? He's 5'11", so he's not the tallest. He must have some other skills in his bag besides height.
Well, apparently, I'm going to be looking forward to seeing Ty Baribo when Philly comes down.
Pick him up in your MLS save.
Yeah, there you go.
I mean,
but
so I mean, like you could tell this Fire team looks different than whatever we had last year. It's just even if we took a heavy loss against Columbus, even if we took that heartbreak and
they're a great team, Columbus. They've also won all 3 of their first games, I believe.
Columbus looks better than I thought they would. So,
but I also want to say that we're probably going to be competitive against Columbus on the return leg when they come to Chicago.
I hope so. I mean, I hope we turn Chicago into a tough place to play for other people, man. That'd be nice. It'd be nice to like.
I just want this team to compete. Like, I don't care if they don't, even if they don't go to first place. I mean, I'm hoping they go to first place someday. But even if they can stay in the top 7 and be competing and make the playoffs a regular thing, then I think that's a success on its own. But
you're not wrong. You're not wrong. All I want this year is to make the playoffs, even 9th place. That's all I'm asking for, man.
I think like Brian Gutierrez, he has really like turned things around. Like even against that Dallas team, like he was like turning guys around and everything. He was doing that footwork. The one guy that I think the weakest link on the midfield right now, it has to be Pineda. Like I never seen a midfield
hurt still. He's like got a knock still, but he's like playing where everyone else is out.
I just don't like the thing is that Pineda is like doing a lot of giveaways in the midfield. Yeah, that's never good.
Yeah, in this kind of offense, you can't. Well, that's another question I have for the two of you. Did we benefit from being behind? Because remember what my biggest complaint about Greg is that when we're ahead, he completely parks the bus to the point where he invites too much pressure and we end up leaking, right? And so did we benefit from not being up 1-0 in the 80th minute? Did we benefit from being down and he had to push? I don't know.
I'm looking at this team and I'm thinking that they don't need their front's loaded. I think that they need a proper left back. If they, instead of bringing a center mid extraordinaire in which you would have to sit either Gutierrez or Orahel, because right now we have Bamba, Kuipers, Zink in for Glasgow over in that right side, right? You have Guti, Acosta, and Orahel needs to play. That kid needs to freaking play. I'm sorry.
Well, so here's the thing.
Now
we don't know.
It has me looking at this lineup being like, where can you upgrade a place? Well, you can upgrade center back and you can upgrade left back because Barroso is penciled in at right back.
Well, here's the thing. We don't know the extent of the injury for Kellen Acosta.
No, we don't. That's scary in and of
So
itself.
True.
You might have to think, okay, we might have to get another midfielder. I'm not saying go crazy and get a DP midfielder. I mean, if Greg wants to take that step, I mean, I'm not gonna complain. If he wants to get a DP midfielder. Other than that, you kind of need work on the center backs because I get it. Jack Elliott and Rogers, they're still, I guess you could say they're still trying to blend in and try to gel with the team, but they haven't looked great at all. And it almost feels like you kind of need some leadership in the back.
You need a guy that, because Elliott's not the player I had hoped he would be so far,
and which Sam Rogers is not either.
Sam Rogers is not where it's at. He's struggling mightily.
I say we need another She-Hulk type player back there, like She-Hulk's the first year.
Is it time to bring in a DP center back?
I've been banging that drum. I don't know. I don't know.
It's
like is Zink gonna come good? We haven't really seen him do a ton.
Yeah, I mean, I'm waiting for him to have a breakout game.
I hope so. I mean, you see it. Like these players are even the youth movement. Even Williams and
Sam
Orhel
Williams
and Glasgow.
Decent. That was crazy.
All these.
That's maybe there's some guy you could rely on as a little bit.
You know what? Sam Williams would be a nice bench piece.
Well, the problem is they played him, so he's got to go back to Fire too. He's already used
unless
up
they sign him.
They sign him, he needs to play though. That's the thing, and he's gonna play a lot more with Fire 2 than he's gonna play behind Sergio Orhel and whoever the heck that the Fire bring in as a DP, because they're probably not bringing in a center back or a left back DP.
This is interesting though. Juan Miguel Calle, that's the new kid that they signed from Colombia. Trip Fleming. Harold Osorio, I think he has one more game left. But the fact that they're still letting Sam Williams practice with the first team kind of makes you wonder if they're considering signing him on a deal for the first team.
They should be.
I wouldn't be against
it.
I wouldn't be against it at all. Yeah, I mean, like these kids have talent. That's the thing. These players on this team have obvious talent.
You're right. That's why Sergio Orhel has to start, and that's why bringing a DP puts him behind. So I don't think that's the right move.
I think right now. I think keeping Orhel on the lineup is good. I wouldn't say
you need to start him. He's a kid. He needs to start.
I wouldn't say go the whole season with him on the lineup. Obviously, you want to rotate him.
Wood chipper, baby.
Wood chipper.
No. I would say you got to rotate him. You got to rotate him later on.
Well, he's gonna hit a wall. You're right. He's gonna hit a wall.
Yeah, you got to rotate it. You got to rotate him. It's part of development.
But the thing is, if everybody were healthy, right? Let's talk about starters that are unhealthy. So Zink would be in the lineup, and then Guti and Acosta, Acosta would be there. And if we had a better center back, because then you got Barroso and Gutman, which I'm surprised, James, you're so anti-Gutman. But
me too. I kind of.
If you had a better center back, then everyone around him.
You can improve Gutman. Gutman's improvable.
I think all you need.
His position, you're able to improve.
I think all you need is a veteran center back, that will literally scream at Gutman like, "Hey, get to your position. Hey, do this. Tell Jack Elliott, hey, stand right here. Hey, watch that guy." You need a guy that can kind of, build the line in the back.
Well, it looks like Jack Elliott's penciled in as the left center back right now. So,
well, can I say something really dumb? I think if you got a better player than Gutman,
we'll never stop you
at left back, he'd last one season because he'd be too good for MLS.
Yeah,
like Gutman is as good of a player
it's an MLSer
at that position that isn't gonna bounce on you. That's the thing. You know what I mean? We'll have Gutman for 3 more years. Whereas, if we had somebody better than Gutman, he would bounce in a year.
Yeah,
because he'd get signed somewhere else. Because to play better than Gutman is to play best 11 soccer.
All right, I hate to break it to you, but Atlanta United deemed him surplus to requirements, and there's a reason for that. Just letting you know.
In my
opinion.
You know what? I respect it. There are people.
But you know what? Gutman, up to this point, Gutman has been serviceable.
Get his ass blasted though all last game, and he truly made up for it with the goal.
This is where you need that leadership in the back line on the center back row. You need the director, so to speak, on that center back row. Someone that's gonna tell Gutman, hey, watch out for the counterattack. Stay on this side.
Well, can I ask a dumb question here? to you guys, can you solve the center? Like, is it possible for the Fire? Because apparently that's the other thing we keep forgetting. We keep thinking we have a DP position, but they said screw that. We're doing 4 U22s.
Then I
But
think you could live with two DPs on this team because really
No,
you need a tulip center back. You need a tulip center back, left back, and
well,
maybe
hold
get
on.
a backup
It's 'cause-
center mid because if Acosta's down for a little bit, but when
A
you have Acosta
U22
cooking, this is fine. I think this
A
is
U22 role is a mixed bag though, because you don't know what you're gonna get.
Yeah, well, you don't. But my
You don't.
question
Barroso, isn't that
is it possible to solve the center back problem by going to a team right now who is underperforming and trying to make a trade to where they're giving up on
Some
the season,
cash.
like an LA,
Give 'em
like
some
an
cash.
LA Galaxy? Who's their center backs? Could you go to LA and be like, hey, you lost
the
3
guys who
games.
just won MLS? You want to
Yeah,
go
but they
to get
just
there?
lost 3 straight games.
I know that they've started slow, but you got to feel like, maybe at mid-season they might be thinking about throwing in the towel, but it ain't going to be happening early in the season. Like for the MLS champs. No fucking way. We'll take a look
God,
at LA
it feels good.
Galaxy's team. I mean, if you like here,
God, it feels good that we won, didn't it?
it did.
By
It
the
felt
way,
so
we won
great.
silverware, baby.
You wanna grab
The
Yoshida?
Brimstone Cup.
Yoshida's a nice little FIFA player, Maya Yoshida.
Oh no, dude, that's money.
35
dude
years
That
old.
dude is their that dude is like their heart. They're not
That
gonna
is.
get rid of him. But like, you
Zonka
pick
is-
off somebody underperforming.
Dude, these center backs are too old. No, get me a young, good center back.
Well, that's
No,
what we
like I
thought
told
Tehran
you.
and Sam Rogers was.
But you know what? I honestly think Tehran actually did good when you had Seachos right next to him.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm talking about before he had that fall off last season. Like, when we had like the first year Seahawks where he was actually really good. And you kind of need that in the center back. You need a guy that will keep, cool heads instead of getting all panicky when the ball's, kicked to your side.
Okay, DPG. Can we look
What's
at the
up?
screen? James, can we look at the screen? Can you see where we are in the standings? We're in a playoff spot.
Man, right now we're in playoff range.
We've been there before, and we did not finish there.
I know, but man,
So,
I
it has
think
been
that
so
we're gonna
long.
finish there this year. Let's go.
Hold on.
Let's go.
We're playing Toronto next.
Yeah,
They're
We
trash.
should. I
Hold
know it's
on.
on the road, but we should win this game.
We
Against
should, but
Toronto.
let's not get excited because this might be Toronto's like turnaround game too.
Oh, they didn't boycott the MLS. Okay.
It could be the turnaround game for Toronto. So
Wonder how
we
they
have
feel
to
about
kinda
FC
keep-
Hamilton.
we have to calm down a bit. I know we're excited because we beat Dallas. let's just take a deep breath. Let's go into Toronto and see what happens. All right, because I've seen this happen before where we're on a high, and then we go ahead and play bottom feeder team, and then all of a sudden that's their
It's the end of
turnaround
the
game.
world. That's the end of the world. But
Yeah,
you know what?
but
I think
man-
things are different here with Greg. I think things are different. I think that this is a different group. I think that there's a youth injection in this group that's being trusted and that they're being trusted. So it makes all of them kind of want to work a little bit harder to impress Greg so he can earn a little starting time. Because
Yeah,
they're
we're
seeing 19-year-old Sergio Orahel lead from the midfield. They're seeing 21-year-old Chris Brady from the back of the field leading the Chicago Fire. They're seeing youth all pop up all over. Sam the fuck Williams. Sam who
crazy.
the
We
fuck
gotta-
like we're seeing a youth injection on top of the veterans, and it's been inspiring not just to us fans seeing a win here, but
Oh wow, it's a
and
130 game.
and an away win at that, a mega away win, which is so rare for the
Mega,
Chicago
like,
Fire.
Mega away win.
But
So,
to the point
wait,
where the
so
youth is
Saturday-
now also feeling that little pump of their heart fluttering. They're like, oh, I might be able to get a start under Greg. I might be able to even
So-
make a place for myself because I'm better than him. And the competition is thriving inside of that team. But on top
So,
of that, look at the love. Look at the camaraderie. There's something different about this team. Something is different about this team, guys. Just telling you. I'm not saying they're going to go win an MLS Cup this year. They might. But they could certainly become winners in very, 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 very quickly because, boom, there's their first trophy. Boom, there it is. Let's go, Greg.
They might have a deep run in the U.S. Open Cup.
Let's go. It's about
It's
time.
been so long since I felt this good about this team.
But here's
It's
the
been so
thing:
long since we've been
looking
able to
at the
taste.
schedule, we're literally it's a very heavy Canadian schedule we're playing.
Let me find it. There it is.
Oh yeah, Toronto, Vancouver, Montreal. Oh man. So,
I mean, I agree with you guys. We could take the 3 points at Toronto. It's gonna be a hard-fought game at Vancouver, and then, of course,
Vancouver, guys. Like, how would if we come home with 3 points?
No, that Vancouver game is at home.
No, it isn't.
No, it's not. It's in Vancouver.
Isn't. It's at BC Palace. So is Toronto. This is a Canadian field trip, boys. They brought their passports.
Wait, we don't have a home game for Montreal?
And
we have the home game.
And you know what? And you know what? It's going to be different because they're going to be going to Vancouver. Well, I guess it's legal in Chicago too, so maybe it's not a big deal. So I was worried about them getting having a little too much fun in Vancouver, but you know what? They're probably having plenty of fun in Chicago. Here. So.
All right. So what's the score? What's the score predictions for Toronto?
Toronto.
What do you guys got?
Let's get a fucking dub here, boys. Let's get another dub. Let's stack it up to 2-1. 2-1 and
what does Toronto do, by the way?
Not
like
besides the milkman. I don't think.
Besides play hockey.
I know. I mean, besides having Sean Johnson, isn't he out?
Bernadeschi's still there, right? Or is that? I mean, Insigne's gone.
He got blown out by Cincinnati. Let's see.
Is
Spicer,
Bernadeschi's still there?
Bryn Hilson. That sounds like Broomhilda's cousin. Bernadeschi. Osorio, Flores, Longstaff. He sounds like he's a good archer. Gomez, Long, Monlouis. He's definitely not French. Oh, wait, he is. Thompson and Sean Johnson.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know their defense, but it looks like we could eat that alive. To me,
it looks like it. Let's not get overconfident, boys. Let's not get overconfident.
Been there before. It's true.
How do we lose this game? How could we do poorly in this game? Bernadeschi with like 2 moments of individual brilliance.
Monlouis from England. Sorry.
Or Osorio. Like, I don't think Osorio is going to be able to boss like Orahel and Acosta and Gutierrez. I don't. I think we overwhelm them in the center.
Bernadeschi's a good player, despite anything we might think about him.
Well, he is, but it could be that's the problem. He could have the entire team could play like a turd, but he has 2 moments where he hits 2 phenomenal shots and we lose 2-1, right?
Who the hell is this Bryn?
God, it doesn't feel like it, man. It really feels like we're gonna get the W on the road again. If we win back-to-back road games, oh my God.
Let's fucking go.
I think they call that a winning streak.
Yeah, and then you could take a loss against Vancouver, and then we feel down a little bit about it. But I feel like that would be a great trip if you could get a win against Toronto, and even if you lose against Vancouver,
take. We can
take it.
Or a draw.
I think Toronto. I think the Toronto game, worst case, will end in a draw. I think we can win this game, and I really feel like the Vancouver game is gonna be tough, and you really would like you'd like to go in there and smash and grab like a draw out of that Vancouver game.
How many?
If we could get 7 points out of these 3 road games, that would be insane.
Insigne's still there.
Yeah, but
this is
hurt
Wikipedia.
Yeah, he's hurt.
Check their website.
He's hurt.
Check their website.
He must be hurt or something because No. He's this is the live page. This is as of February 26th, literally 2 weeks, 3 weeks ago.
Do they have an injury? Oh no, never mind. I was gonna say, well,
it's not Wikipedia gonna have that, but yeah. So Insigne might be hurt, but not a lot of Americans here, not a lot of Canadians either. They have a lot
more than you see on most teams.
Oh,
but yeah,
dude, look at this. No way, De Rosario. Do you think?
Yeah,
dude,
that's Dwayne Rosario's kid.
That's gotta be.
It's his father,
that
Dwayne De Rosario. That's awesome. He had his father shooting on him. This kid's got to be good.
And by the way, I actually met.
That's
awesome.
Oh,
you met him? Go ahead.
I met Dwayne De Rosario at the airport when I used to work at the TSA. Nobody recognized him, but I knew who it was. And actually, it's funny thing.
Rad.
I got like a little card for like a little like a flash card, and I told him, hey, can I just get Dwayne? What are you doing right now? He said, I'm flying out to. I think he said, somewhere in Europe to play with the Canadian national team, and I actually went ahead and got his I got his autograph somewhere. But cool dude, by the way. If there's one guy that scores goals, has scored beautiful like goals of the years, has always been Dwayne.
When did he retire?
Like,
he was
hands down.
so cool. He's one of those, like, if you're an MLS sicko, you love Dwayne D. Rosario. Like, dude was the man.
Yep.
Oh, I remember when I first really got into MLS. It was right around when Houston came in the league and they won the double against New England, or not the double, but they won 2 years in a row against New England, which that was wild. Like a Brian Ching and a Brian Mullins and the Brad Davis.
Where's the
The-
story?
And I think for the longest, Dwayne Rosario was like a super sub.
Dude, but they
for San Jose.
Osorio was there. We saw Osorio. No, I was thinking, did we not see Osorio's name? Yeah, we did. We saw
Yeah,
him.
no, the Osorio, like, I don't know. I do
He's
like
kind of
Darren
fallen
Etienne,
off a little bit.
but yeah, I mean, what Osario's? He's reaching near 40. He's nearing 40 every day. Like it's wild. But yeah, I personally like I was sky is falling the first week, and now I think we're winning the cup. But no, in all seriousness, like
I was telling you, you're way too.
I mean-
it's the first game in, and you're like,
You know
it's
what?
over.
You know what?
It's over. I'm ready to throw in the towel.
That is true. That is true.
Freaking, I'm like,
You
calm
were depressed.
down.
You were depressed.
I
You're
was,
like-
You know
I
what?
was so bummed. It was months of excitement just to get kicked in the nuts, man.
I mean, I almost woke up my kids because I was like screaming in the living room
From
when
the win?
like from the win. Like not only
Yeah.
that, when the goals.
Oh yeah, I was
Like,
getting so
I-
hyped. Jill was
like,
like,
I was,
think
like,
you gotta
standing
go
up.
downstairs.
I was like laying on the couch for most of the game, and then for the last 10 minutes, I was like standing up. And that's when I saw. That's when I told you guys, oh my god, I gotta calm down a bit, because I was like
Oh.
pacing back and forth.
It was amazing. It's good. It just, there was years where just like even our quote unquote good players like Gaston Jimenez can play soccer, right? But like no one showed any real talent. And now we finally have guys who, even when we're not playing well, are showing talent.
Well, speaking
that's-
of not showing talent,
Oh boy.
the White
Oh boy.
Sox.
Well, I told James earlier today, I was like, I've never been to the Sox park. So like now's the time when
Yeah, it's a nice field.
now's the time when they're terrible and it's $7 for a ticket.
Dude, I remember back in the day, it was $5 like on the
on
$5 Tuesdays.
That was
On
Mondays.
was it
or
Mondays or
something. It
Tuesdays?
was Mondays.
Yeah. So it was like, this is back when I was in high school. A couple of buddies of, a buddy of mine and other friends, we used to like pile up in somebody's car. We were all pitching for the parking because the parking was the most expensive thing, and we will all just buy the $5 ticket.
Dude, it's so simple for me. Just hop on the train, dude, and just right there.
Oh, that's nice.
Oh my god. I actually went to the Sox Park like 2 years ago I had a buddy of mine that was getting married, and we actually, it was kind of like I don't want to say bachelor party. It was kind of like a celebration, and we actually got one of the suites. And I think I told you guys, Tim Anderson threw a ball at our suite, and we actually got it.
Oh no
So,
way!
yeah.
That's
Like,
rad, man.
I remember somebody, one of the guys that worked there, he said, hey guys, like, before the game starts, Tim Anderson likes to throw baseballs to the suites. So just be out there and cheer. And guess what? He tried once. He shorted it. The second time, we got it.
So
So the-
James, these are $26 tickets for opening day.
Yeah. For
What's
opening day.
What's Wrigley look like?
Well, let's take a look.
Let's see opening for
that's
Wrigley.
that's the worth the ticket price. Wrigley's worth it.
Chicago
You know,
Cubs opening
I've
day.
been to
We got-
Wrigley a couple times, and
Hold on, we gotta
I,
find out about when they play. Chicago Cubs schedule.
who knows? But I've been to Wrigley a couple times. It's a good time. It's
I've gone there for, besides a Cubs game,
Wait,
I've gone
the
there
Cubs
for
are playing in Tokyo. It says Tokyo Dome.
yeah, they're playing in Tokyo. I've actually gone to Wrigley during when they have the German Christmas market.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, so they normally, you know what? That's cool though, because they'll have like the little shops and everything, the German Christmas shop, like outside of Wrigley, and then they actually open up the stadium and they'll have like, I think they had like rides for the kids and stuff like that, and more
Yeah.
shops.
I haven't been to one of those things since it was at Daily Plaza last time I went.
Yeah, I gone to the one in Daily Plaza, and then I went to the one at Wrigley like a year ago. Not last year. They didn't do it last year there. So the year before.
Cubs
Well,
open April 4th against the San Diego Padres.
How much are tickets?
I will look it up. Give me a second.
Let's see.
Let's see. 150. Oh. 200.
I'm getting 74.
Oh, I'm
Oh,
not
that's-
seeing it. $74. Oof.
Wait. No. Wait. Yeah, I'm getting 260.
Oh my god.
No, it's not.
Yeah.
That's not true. Price high to low, low to high. 74. You can get a ticket for
74.
So 74
Oof.
for opening day at Wrigley Field, $27 for opening day at Comiskey Park, too.
That's wild.
I promised my kid I was going to take him to a Cubs game this year, so
Well,
I could get access to tickets.
Yeah,
I'll just put it at that.
yeah.
well, once we start talking about random Chicago shit into the
Yeah.
show.
Yeah, you know it is.
So
Maybe
so
one
two-
day I'll take you guys.
Let's
so
go.
do we all think the Fire are gonna win?
The Fire got
My gut tells me
Toronto.
yes.
But
I
here's the way
think-
it'll probably happen. Here's the play what'll happen. They probably lose against Toronto, and then they beat Vancouver. It'll be so.
Yeah, like, they'll beat the hard-
That's the
they'll
They'll beat the
MLS
hard
result.
team. That is an MLS. They'll beat
You're
the
right.
hard team.
MLS
we
is
saw
gonna
that.
MLS. You're right.
Like that's the weird thing is that, and we've seen it happen like in the past years where we will lose against Toronto, like a really crappy team, and then the next week we'll play Philadelphia and win
right.
unexpectedly.
It's ridiculous. Anyway, talking about ridiculous, this episode is ridiculously long, like every episode we do. So I'm gonna say we love you. Thank you for watching. And James, what should they do if they have made it this far?
Take that like button, put it in the palm of your hand, stroke it, pet it, look at it, maybe even give it a lick if you think it's that kind of toad. It's not that kind of toad, but it can be if you believe it. Beyond that, grab it, take a hold of it, stick it right up that like button's friendly, logical place where you like to record things, in front of their eyes. And make sure you like, subscribe, help us hit our goal of 500 subscribers, and we'll catch you guys on the next Enemy of the Fire. We are here every week. We usually release on Thursdays, and we'll see you.
We religiously release on Thursday.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's our editor talking. Let's freaking go, and we'll catch you all along the way. Comment below. We'd love to read your comments. And what was your favorite part? And we'll see you guys next time. Later. Bye.